Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Brandon McElroy, a commissioner here on the Greater Hilltop Area Commission. First and foremost, I want to welcome you to the Greater Hilltop area and welcome to this great community within the city of Columbus. For me, I've grown up in Columbus and with Columbus. I've witnessed a lot of progress throughout the city. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're hearing some great things coming forward, and we're going to hear some great things today to help continue push that mission forward. I've had the opportunity to live within many different neighborhoods and communities throughout the city of Columbus, and now I'm proud to call the Hilltop and Greater Hilltop area my home. The mayor, city council have made neighborhoods a top priority, and that's something that is very important to me, and I know the residents here within this area. Today, they come to do the same thing, forming a committee to look for and forward towards the future of our city. They're doing everything the right way. No closed doors, no hidden agendas, no special interests at heart, but a fully transparent, citizen-driven committee to review all options and look at everything that we can here as a community and as a city. It's now my pleasure and my honor to introduce a gentleman, a man, a great leader that has taken on a role that's number one in this country in my personal heart, and number one to me in this community here on the Greater Hilltop area, and that is our Mayor, Andrew Ginther.
Thank you, Chairman McElroy. I think I have called you commissioner in 4 or 5 different neighborhoods. I think Brandon's lived more places in Columbus than I have, which is pretty amazing, but makes him a great leader because he has rolled his sleeves up and gone to work in every neighborhood he's been part of, whether it's Wineland Park, the South Side, or now on the Hilltop. And we're excited to be here today. You know, I believe Columbus is a very special place. America's opportunity city. And we are in a time of unprecedented growth with record unemployment and a booming housing market. We are the largest city in America with a AAA bond rating from all 3 rating agencies. We were chosen recently to receive the U.S. Department of Transportation's Smart City Challenge. We will transform Columbus, the Columbus way, through public-private community partnerships into a showcase for the future of mobility, particularly with those in neighborhoods who have been left out of the success story that is Columbus, and making sure they have access to those ladders of opportunity. Brandon mentioned my top 3 priorities as mayor have been neighborhoods, neighborhoods, and neighborhoods. And they remain our top priority as we look to make historic investments this year in Linden and Hilltop, 2 neighborhoods who have not shared in our success as a city. We will invest over $70 million in the capital improvements and infrastructure of these neighborhoods as we continue to lift up these great neighborhoods. But as a growing city, we have a responsibility to look at our local government and ask, what are we doing right? What are we doing well? What can we be doing better? Our city charter was written in 1914. A few things have changed in those 100+ years. It is our duty to make sure that in the next 100 years, we are a government that moves us, all of us, strongly into the future. I believe our city council members do an outstanding job serving our city. They are the kind of thoughtful, dedicated public servants we all hope for in our government. I am proud to join with them today, Shannon, Hardin, Councilmember Mitch Brown, but all of council, in announcing the Council Charter Review Committee. After the August 2nd special election, we will form a committee of 7 Columbus residents. The committee will look at the country's most successful cities and learn from them. How are their city governments structured? What works for them? What might Columbus adopt to make our city stronger and poised for the future? Most importantly, this committee will do its evaluations in an open and transparent way, and the committee will seek public input at every stage of their process. One of the things that makes Columbus great is its collaborative spirit. It works in our public-private partnerships and with our government and community relationships. Friends, this is a great opportunity for us as a city to seize and shape our future and make sure that our city remains a place worthy of our children and our grandchildren. It is now my pleasure to introduce my partner and colleague, Councilmember Shannon Hardin.
Well, good afternoon. It is certainly a pleasure to join you all here. Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership. My colleague, Councilmember Mitch Brown, and all the community leaders who together over the many years have worked to make Columbus really, truly the best place in the city, in the country to live, work, and to raise a family. Today, just reiterating what Mayor Ginther said, that we are announcing the formation of a committee to study the structure of Columbus City Council. While many other cities in the Midwest are shrinking, Columbus is growing, it's booming. As our city grows and our challenges evolve, our city council structure should continue to adapt to meet our changing needs. This committee will be comprised of community leaders from across the city. They will facilitate the conversation which will ultimately guide how city council looks in the future. Community input will be at the crux of this process, and that's something that we really want to stress. We will go out, the committee will go out, they will have conversations, they will seek input to make sure that everybody's voices are heard in this important conversation. The current council structure, like Mayor Ginther stated, has brought us a roster of outstanding city leaders and a city that is heading in the right direction. They've helped move Columbus forward by leaps and bounds. But myself, Council President Zach Klein, President Pro Tem Priscilla Tyson, all of my colleagues on council recognize the need for modernization. We look forward to the committee for its first gathering in September, continuing public meetings through the winter and reporting back to council, the mayor, and the larger community in February. This committee will find the best practices by listening to neighborhood input and by looking across the country towards our most successful peer cities. As we improve our system, all parties involved can agree that in a democratic republic, the process is just as important as the outcomes. This committee embodies that belief. Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to the conversations that will truly help move our city forward. We want the input, we want the feedback, and we want everyone to be a part of that process. Thank you.
So we'll be happy to break off for follow-up questions and so forth from media, and feel free to talk to any of the neighborhood and community leaders. We have folks from Northland, Hilltop, Far West, Near East, Southside Area Commission, and folks from across the gamut. And there might even actually be some other folks here in the room that would be happy to answer any questions that the media have as well. But thanks for being here today.